Hey, what's going on, guys? JetXC here, and I wanted to talk about a quick little topic that a lot of players have been calling out with Bay. Now, this design is 10 out of 10, guys. Like, a lot of people love this design, but a lot of people on Reddit, on Twitter, have been calling out the idle animations, and not only that, they've been kind of calling out the skill cutscene as well. Even a little bit of the shooting pose too, right? Like for here, for instance, shift up, you should change Bay animation to something like this. Her original animation looks so weird, and we've seen the animation where she kind of over here, she'll kick her. Is this the right one? No, it's not. She'll kick her leg up, and it looks like her leg kind of gets dislocated to the left, but her skirt remains completely down. Now, this kind of brings up the topic of maid privity when we kind of got her idle animation, and she had like the really short skirt, huge booba. She was a 10 out of 10 character design, but people noticed, everything was good with the idle animation, but when it came to the shooting pose, some people were like, oh, they kind of made her skirt a little longer from the back, because as it looks here, this is like really short, especially from the back. Right, it's kind of lifted up on the backside because of how down it is on the front of the skirt here. So when you get into the shooting pose, it's a little bit longer and it's kind of covered up, and people had issue with that, and they kind of let it go because they're like, okay, well, what can we do? Because if you look, if you look right here, look at how the back of her skirt is lifted, right? But when you get the actual animation, it's completely down and it looks way longer than it really should be, right? And people kind of made some comments on it but didn't think too much of it because they like the skin so much. But I think it might slowly start to become a trend that people are bringing up, right? And a lot of Japanese players are also bringing it up as well. The discomfort of raising Bay's leg. In order to solve this mystery, our research team looked through every video and we could find the cheerleader raising their legs. And we could you can't see anything under the skirt, so your leg looks unnaturally raised. Our research team concluded that this is the discomfort that was causing the overall movement of the foot to feel more inorganic, right? And there's basically a bunch of other comments. I think this one, let's read this one real quick. I concluded that if the hip joint is not spherical, it is too tight. I think the bending position is wrong. Look how she lifts her leg straight forward right here, and nothing lifts up. Like, it's just weird. It kind of looks like it clips, basically. Well, it does clip, right? And then someone drew like her undergarments to the side here. And then people are over here giving like real life examples of cheerleaders. And yeah, it's just weird. I don't know if it's like some self-censoring. I don't know. I wouldn't really expect that from Nikke, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. And even when we get into like the shooting pose, like, okay, this looks good, like this looks fine, but guys, it like if this were any normal skin where it's like a slight upskirt, there would be something like right here, not like way up here. Like, I know, like it comes off a little bit weird because her ass is like down here, but you can't see anything, so it presumes that her underwear is like way up here and everything else, like it should be something right here, but there's not, right? Now, again, this shooting pose is 10 out of 10, but the backside looks weird, and I think it's because they're trying to avoid showing the thong. I really think that's what it is. Because it kind of looks off. Again, it looks great. I'm not saying it doesn't look great, but I can't lie and say it doesn't look a bit off, because technically we should see something like right here, kind of like with I'm trying to think kind of like with other characters where they have like the slight upskirt. I mean, like Quincy, honestly, right? Like it's just, let me see if I can find a picture. Or not Quincy, sorry, not Quincy. Gosh, who's the maid? I'm blanking on her name because I don't use her. Shoot. Well, I guess you guys will remind me in the comments, but I don't feel like looking it up right now. But again, it just seems off. That's basically the point. And then we get the skill animation, which is a 10 out of 10, right? I mean, when we look at the skill animation, right? Like, this makes sense. Like, we actually see what she's wearing under there, and she just jumps up, and then we see this, right? Which is fine, but in all the other animations, it's just like, bro, like, it looks fine here, but everywhere else it looks weird and quirky. So, I don't know. Even when it comes to the under boob, it's just like, it's way longer here. But I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I just want to point that out because a lot of Nikke fans from JP and NA are calling this out, even on the Reddit too. And it's just, I don't know. It's weird. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't think it's self-censoring. But as we start to get more and more of these characters, I feel like it is. So let me know your opinions in the comments. Later.